Well, hello everyone, and welcome to our first Halloween-themed game. What the hell am I playing? Well, I'm playing Haunting, starring this guy. Not just any guy, but this is Polterguy. Now, Polterguy is actually not that bad looking a character design, kind of like a Frankenstein monsters kind of creature. Vito Sardini, education, MBA in sleazy economics, totally hosed you. Well, our character here, you can see that little green and black dude there, is Polterguy, and we're going to be playing him as we try to scare the Sardini family out of their homes. We're kind of getting a overview of what the gameplay is like right now. Haunting is I don't know if you want to call it an action game or a puzzle game, but it's very comedic in tone with these kind of horror and gore elements. You can see that we're using Polterguy to set up kind of traps around the house to terrify the family members. Alright, and here is his wife, Flo Sardini. Hobbies? Spending money, whining, moaning, and collecting furs. And their very ugly, hairless chihuahua. Or mostly hairless chihuahua. So as Polterguy, we're going to possess different objects and items in their homes and use them to terrify the family members. And you're looking at some of them right now. Some of them are pretty simple, like a door opens and they see a monster in it, or objects start flying around, or I think there was one we just saw where the floor opened up. Now there are two more members of the Sardini family that we're going to take a look at before we start playing the game. The backstory of this game is that Polterguy, in life, was a real rad dude who liked to skateboard and stuff. Alright, and there's the son and daughter, Tony Sardini. Favorite movies, Texas Jigsaw Massacre Parts 1 through 9. Yeah, isn't he a pleasant-looking kid? So Polterguy in real life was a radical 90s teen who'd like to skateboard. And apparently, he bought a defective skateboard from whatever business the Sardini family owns, and it broke on him, and he died, and he became a ghost. And now he's going to take his anger out and get revenge on the Sardini family for their greed and corruption and just generally being horrible people. Alright, and there is Mimi Sardini, hero, the inventor of DDT. So the whole family is just a bunch of dirtbags, very nasty people that are greedy, destructive, petty, and just cruel people. So we're seeing probably the bulk of the gameplay right here, where Polterguy is running around the house trying to scare these people. But there is a second part of the gameplay that we'll take a look at when we start actually playing. A big part of the fun of this game is seeing all the different hauntings and traps that Polterguy can create. I think there's something like 400 of them altogether. Alright, so we're just going to let the credits here go before we start playing the game. Most of the what the hell am I playing are games that I'm taking a look at for the first time, or are just very odd or strange. I've actually played Haunting before. When I was young, my friends and I had rented it and played it a few times together. One of us was actually able to beat it. That was my buddy Adam. So I've seen the ending to this game, and I kind of like the way this game concludes. I don't know if we're going to be able to beat the whole game in one sitting, but if this ends up turning into something good, we may break this up into like 4 or 5 different parts. Because there are 4 different houses we have to haunt over the course of the game. Yo, bud, Polterguy here again. Hey, you know about this Sardini family, right? Filthy, rich, backstabbing slime is what they are, and they dissed me good. So I'm back for a little counter dissing. You with me? Cool. Let's get busy. Now, Polterguy's design here is kind of on the goofy side, but inside the actual game, like his game sprite, is actually a kind of a cool looking monster. Alright. There they are. Those sleazy Sardinis. And their snazzy new home. Looks peaceful, huh? Well, I've got a radical surprise for them. Yeah, that's me, Polterguy. Right now we're kind of going through a tutorial. The green dude hanging on the left. I'd like you to meet Flo Sardini. Oh yeah. She can't see me. I use these things, called frightums, to scare the Sardinis. You see they're kind of sparkling blue, but they also sparkle in different colors. Here's how. You press A when one lights up, and I dive in. You press A again, and I dive out. Then it's loaded. Got it? So the blue ones are traps that kind of activate on their own, and the family members will go and take a look at them. I think the other ones are orange ones, which you have to wait in until they get close enough, then you spring the trap on them. And then I think it's green ones, which you possess and manually control. Like, for example, you'll take control of an airplane, and you'll fly the airplane around the room. And you can even shoot the airplane's guns at family members to scare them. Now help me grab the Ecto I scared out of her. Okay? So that's the other thing. When Poltergeist successfully scares a person out of a room, they will leave Ecto behind at the traps that scared them. Poltergeist needs to collect this Ecto so that he'll have energy to stay in the real world. If he runs out of energy, well, he goes back to the underworld. And we'll see what happens when that happens. Alright, I got him. Now, right now, this house... Oh, it's not empty. There he is. Now, his fear level is currently calm, which means he's not scared at all. So I'm going to possess a few of these objects. And if I wanted to, I could hang out in the objects. And in some objects' cases, you do want to do that. Alright, so we just got him with one. Alright, and that love seat just shoots out spikes. Now he's going to check out the dartboard. I'm going to possess the floor. And when he gets close enough to the floor, I'm going to spring it. Alright, he's terrified now. He's running out. Alright, so we gotta grab the Ecto. And that fills up that green bar there towards the bottom. Now I just hit start. We can take a look at all 4 family members and their relative location to us. Vito's run all the way to that corner over there. You can see he's the kind of gray V. Flo's next to us as the red F. Mimi and Tony are pretty close. And what we want to do is we want to scare them out of the house. And it looks like this house has 3 different exits. There's one in the right corner, one towards the bottom, looks like that's where Tony is, and one to the left where Vito is. So using this map, we can go and find where the different family members are and try to sort of scare them to one of the exits. It can get pretty annoying if you unfortunately end up scaring them back and forth between the same rooms. Okay, so what do you say? Oh, here we go. Here's a green one. Since I possess this green one, well, rats. We conjure rats. I kind of had a little bit of control over those rats, but not a lot. How about that chainsaw? That red bar is how much control we have over the chainsaw. We're slowly going to lose control over it. If I hit A, I'll perform, well, not really attacks, but more frightening activities with it. Alright, that might do it. Not just very high. Oh, there he goes. Alright, it's not important yet, but if I hit B, he'll spin and do a kick. If I just hit C... Oh, what'd I do? I think those are different spells that he can use. Those are something I don't really remember. Alright, where did Vito go? Well, that spin kick is what he's going to use to deal with some of the enemies that show up later in the game. Vito is still pretty panicked. Alright, we're in control of this Cupid statue, shooting flaming arrows around. Oh, that's not enough? Alright, come on, get nice and close to the rug. Yeah, you didn't like that one, did you? Alright, but yeah, they're starting to do the run back and forth between rooms. There you go, that's the way I want you going. Oh, I should have grabbed the ectoplasm. There we go. Alright, well, we did get a little bit of ectoplasm, but I think we're going to run out pretty soon. Let's see, are the kids still down there? Well, let's see if we can get to Tony. There he is, and there is a way for him to run out over here. But I think we're going to run out of Ecto before that happens. Alright, to escape, pick up all the Ecto drops. So now we're in the underworld, and we've got to collect the Ecto that drops from the ceiling. Now, it's kind of dangerous down here. We can actually die here. And it's mostly because there are monsters in the walls and stuff that will attack us. But at this point we can actually jump around and we can move and we can collect spells sometimes, but I don't remember how the spells work, to be honest with you. Probably something I should have checked out. We do have to collect all the Ecto drops in order. We can't, you know, ignore one and run ahead. Ow. Now, we can tell how much life Polterguy has from his portrait down there. Right now, it's completely full. But as he takes abuse, his portrait will start to diminish. And when it turns solid black, it's game over. What's worse is I don't think there's any way to heal. What we're doing right now is just collecting Ecto drops so we'll have energy to go back to the real world. And there's our portal out of here. Yeah, dance it, man. Okay, let's try to get rid of Tony. Now, Tony is not guaranteed to run out this door over here, but we're gonna hope for the best. One of the benefits, though, is we now have full Ecto power. Here we go, we'll possess his rats. Oh, we didn't possess his rats. We have a flying skull. Okay, was that enough to send him panicking? Yeah, but he's not running out the door. Okay, where did he go? Oh, wow, he went to the back door. Okay. Well, there he is. That killed him. He erupted in fear. Oh, no, don't go back that way. Okay, where is he? He's back in his room. Oh, monster in your closet. Yeah, there we go. Get out of here. Run away, kid. Alright, half the family is done. Alright, there's Mima. Yeah, isn't she a pleasant-looking kid? Yeah, your rope is a snake. Oh no, that didn't really seem to faze her too much. Alright, come on, get a little closer. We'll see what the floor turns into. Alright, still pretty low. This kid is tough to phase. Didn't like that, did you? I think we got her. Nope, no, not yet. Let's see what this does. Oh, trolling your wall. Alright. Okay, she's in the back too. Eventually we will run into enemies in the real world, and that's when Polterguy is going to use his kick to scare people. Not scare people, but to attack enemies. There we go, the door's right here. Oh, she's leaving, good. Okay, where did she drop the Ecto, though? Alright, let's go get Mom. Okay, she's still in the kitchen. So if we can chase her into that room we were just in, that would probably be the fastest way to get rid of her. Or we could try chasing her out to the hallway in the front of the house. We're a steam monster. Okay, let's grab that goo before before we disappear. Okay, where is she? Ah, there she is. Actually, it's pretty easy to scare her, isn't it? Ugh. Don't run that way. Fine. Okay, let's try getting her through the back door where her son left. Alright, back to the underworld. Now, the underworld is going to be a little different each time. I think there are something like 12 different dungeons. Now, this one just looks like the first one we did, except in reverse. Ah. See, now we are the ones being trapped. I honestly don't know what difference the larger or smaller puddles here make. Okay, we're done. Yeah, rock out, Polterguy. Okay, we still gotta get you out of here. Right now, you only look kind of nervous. Oh, chicken. Oh, it's a giant tongue. Okay, good. If you're in the hallway, we might be able to get you out. Eh. So scared you dropped your pants. There you go. Get out of here. Good riddance. Yeah, touchdown. Hey, get back here. You wimps. I'm just warming up. Ah, go ahead and run. I'm right behind your sorry butts. Guess I shook him up a little, huh? Dude, the slime balls deserve it. After the way they dissed me, man, wait. Where'd they go? Well, check this out. Already slithering into another nice new home. We'll let them get settled while we score some more Ecto. Alright, back into the underworld to get ourselves the Ecto we're going to need for the next stage. Oh, and that was a letter E. That is a letter D. And I think as we collect those, we'll spell out a word that will be a spell we can use in the game. Nope. Ow. Oh, careful of the bats. They're like projectiles being shot at us. Ow. Okay, let's go. Okay, now I think in this stage we get introduced to the 5th family member. That's their dog. They have an unnamed dog. The dog can actually sense us. Now, it looks like there are only 2 exits here. One towards the bottom and one to the right. Although they might be able to exit in that big room to the left. The dog, like I said, can sense us. So he'll bark at us and just kind of generally get in our way. If the dog is in the room with a family member, it will help calm them down. Oh wow, we literally scared the piss out of her. Oh, there's the dog. There we go. Those are the different spells we can use. I think I just used one to scare away the dog. Okay, she's over here. We want to get her... We want to get her to go down towards where her brother is. Oh, she's not scared at all right now. Ugh, there's that dog again. So did you ever see Poltergeist? They remade that, didn't they? They remade Poltergeist and no one cared. Okay, we're running out of ways to scare her. That's alright, she left. Okay, hang on, where is everybody? Let's see if I'm right about... Was it Tony down here? Yeah, let's want his clothes. Slithering away like a slug. Well, we got him pretty panicked, but he's not ready to leave yet. I guess we scared him into that bathroom over there. Is that Goblin Hitler? Alright. No, I'm not entirely sure if we can spook more than one family member at a time. Alright, Vito. Yeah, it looks like we can scare you out of here. The dog. Alright, back into the underworld. Wish me luck. No. Now, Polterguy here controls kind of floaty. Think of like if he was on like a ice skating rink or something. Well, we can only take one more hit. Ah, they got us. Ah, that dungeon is nasty, man. Like all I wanted was some Ecto, you know? No need for them to go ballistic on me, whoever they are. Oh well, see you next time. Alright, well that is Haunting Starring Polterguy. There's 2 more levels to this. It's kind of an interesting concept of a game, and I kind of like it, but it is pretty tedious, and it can get really annoying chasing the same family members back and forth between the same 2 or 3 rooms. If we feel like playing some more of this, we can come back to it, because I wouldn't really call it a cheat, but there is sort of a level select where you can jump ahead to levels that you have or haven't gotten to yet. So if we want, we could play this again next time and start on house number 2. But that is going to be it for now. I thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next game.